Safety is the most important consideration for all living beings. We build homes so that we can feel safe. We have a whole set of professionals dedicated to maximizing security and minimizing crime. We have government departments focused on food safety, labor safety. I could go on. Suffice to say, safety is of paramount importance to all of us, and yet risks abound. The World Health Organization estimates that a quarter of the world's disease burden is due to contamination of air, water, food, soil, and more. It's important we try to address this as we aim to maximize safety for humanity. Hello and welcome. I'm Manvi Dhillon and you're watching DuPont Presents The Power of Shunya Quest for Zero. And today we're on a quest for zero safety risks. And we're focusing specifically on safety risks due to contamination. Join us as we follow some innovative companies and enterprising individuals who are dramatically reducing the risk to human life by bringing contamination down to zero. Joining me now is Dr. Homi Bedwar of DuPont. He's Regional Technology Director, Asia Pacific. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on The Power of Shunya Quest for Zero. Thank you very much for joining us on the show.
It's a pleasure to be with you, Manvi.
Safety. We all have very strong thoughts on the subject, but I'm not sure how much time and energy we actually give to real fundamental safety.
Safety is a very personal journey, and each one of us has to kind of personalize it and think of it in a way that we're comfortable with. You know, we have over 1 lakh deaths a year just on the roads, and Indian roads are the biggest, I'll use the word, killers of people anywhere in the world.
On the show today, we're focusing specifically on contamination. Is contamination a larger issue in India than, say, anywhere else in the world?
Air pollution, for instance. India's cities are known for extraordinarily poor air quality. You live in Delhi, right? I think you can feel, breathe, and maybe even touch the air because it's so heavy and laden with contamination. And unfortunately, Delhi is one of the top cities in the world where air pollution is the worst. So it's not an enviable statistic at all.
And that's just air.
And that's just air. And then I think we know about water. Water is so critical for us everywhere, villages and in the cities. And groundwater contamination is another huge area where we have some major problems. So those are, I think, the things that we need to really address.
Water, one of the most essential commodities for human life, is under threat. Contaminated drinking water is a major health and safety hazard across India. 1 out of 5 deaths in this country is caused by diarrhea, resulting in a shocking 1,600 deaths per day. Can science and technology be harnessed to find a solution to this problem? Living Guard Technologies is an innovative company that thinks so. It has designed an affordable water purification system that caters to the people who need it most. For many years, this agrarian community of Jambalpada in Maharashtra relied on the available water sources for drinking purposes. They tried to clean the water by simply sieving it through a cloth. But in 2013, a significant innovation transformed the lives of many farmers like Khandu Gaikwad. His family now leads a much healthier life by drinking clean water from the most affordable and efficient water filter.
हमारे घर का अच्छे से अच्छा चल रहा है। अभी जो अच्छा पानी मिल रहा है ये इसका बिजली का ज़रूरत नहीं लगती है। क्या इसको बिजली लगती ही नहीं। अच्छे से अच्छा ये फिल्टर है खाली पानी का लेके आने का और इसमें डालने का और वही पीते रहने का इसमें आजार नहीं होते, कुछ नहीं होते। पहले जो हम खडूल पानी पीते थे तो आजार होते थे। अभी तो हमारे घर का समस्या खत्म हो गए, पूरे गांव की खत्म हो गई।
Redefining access to potable water in the rural quarters of India is a Mumbai-based company, Living Guard Technologies. The brainchild of Sanjeev Swami, Living Guard Technologies has developed a proprietary textile coating technology to design cost-effective water filtration solutions. Why were you drawn to this particular issue? I mean, is it just sort of a coming together of different forces?
Well, we've been in the textile technology and technical textiles for a long time, and we started with developing textiles for extended wear for humans, 4 weeks, 6 weeks without washing. And we figured when we were testing our textiles that essentially anything that falls on that textile dies. And when we went into greater details and we started testing the fabric, we passed water through it. And we found out that microbiologically the water became clean. And once that started, then we started saying, well, we can also use this textile to clean water, and which I think at a cost which is unbelievable. It wastes no water, it leaches no chemicals.
If you had to describe the technology behind what you're doing, how would you describe it? What's happening here?
When you get cotton out of the fields, it's white or it's off-white. And then you process it, and if you take your clothes, they're dyed. So you've put a chemical on the fabric and given it a color. But we've taken a different set of chemicals, which doesn't give the fabric necessarily a color, but applied it on the fabric. And these chemicals, using knives, chemical knives, and very simple methods of killing, actually pierce the cell wall of the bacteria, they explode and they die. So anything that lands on this fabric between a period of 0 minutes to 15 minutes dies permanently.
Sanjeev Swami's daughter, Rohini Swami, handles marketing for the company, partnering with local NGOs to scale up projects. At Vikramgarh High School in Thane district, Living Guard has introduced a community filter that quenches the thirst of over 2,000 school children at a cost of less than 2 to 3 paisa per litre. You have actually experienced how the use of this textile in water filtration has completely cut down on diarrhea, dysentery, and in turn had an incredible impact on the lives of the community that's adopted it.
At the Vikramgarh High School, where we've looked at the attendance records, we've looked at talked to the children, and they've all said, first of all, the main thing was that the water is clean, it looks clean, it tastes sweet, it's no longer got a foul smell to it, and that's part of our system. And the last thing they're saying is that I don't get, all of them, they said, held their stomachs and said that we don't get stomach pain anymore, so they're not going to the bathroom. The principal tells us that the kids are not leaving school because they're sick. So this is in a period of around 8 or 9 months that this change has happened. They looked at attendance records and they said it's made a huge difference, specifically in the kids coming to school and not bringing water from school. Now they take their water from school back home.
You know the village of Jampulpada or the villages near Sangamner on the road to Nasik. When I've been to those villages, you had people saying that 20%, 30% of their monthly income was spent on medicines for stomach ailments. That's gone. And 10 days if they were sick, they're not sick. So not only are they not spending the 30% on the stomach ailments, they're earning money for those 10 days.
Or
which
going
they
to
weren't.
school.
Or they're going to school. So children are learning, their education is improving, and the life of the families is getting better.
Acknowledged as the world's first and only permanently disinfecting textile technology, Living Guard's innovative water purification system cares for the poor and needy, bringing them closer to Shunya waterborne diseases.
A smart idea, clever innovation and widespread impact. That's the essence of Living Guard Technologies as it pursues its mission of clean drinking water. After the break, we visit a location that is symbolic of our quest for safety, a hospital. But how are hospitals kept safe from contamination? Find out in a moment.